Hello and welcome back to my channel Priyanka's Tea Talk. I hope you are doing well and thank you so much for clicking on this video. Today's topic is going to be very reflective. I truly believe that after watching this entire video you're going to think again about everything that you're doing lately, because we all have been doing the same thing, which is overusing the social media, especially the short form content. We are consuming it too much and it has taken over on our life, right? Have you ever asked yourself if Instagram vanished somehow someday, and if there are no stories to share, nothing to post, no reel, no likes to collect, if there is nobody who can see your life through that angle, through their devices, would you live it differently? Would you wear the same clothes? Would you post that morning walk view? Would you still push yourself the way you do if no one clapped for it? Most of us don't realize how much our life is being shaped by just by being seen, that somebody is looking at us. We are always being watched because we post so much and then we want the validation out of it. I feel like it becomes more of a performance than actually living the life. Sometimes when we are working out, we are doing something, and I feel like when we are recording it, it becomes a performative act, and we are not consciously present and consciously doing the things that we are doing. We push ourselves just to create content, and we actually don't really do the things at times. So who we are if nobody is watching? If we go back to the old days, life before social media, and we know the piece of it, right? How simple the life was before it. I'm not saying that social media is bad. It is a great thing. It helps a lot of people and it has created so much connectivity, made things easier for us. We are more aware, maybe over aware of things, and I want you people to also think about it and add your perspective in comment box. What is social media actually is in our life? Social media has basically become a mirror, not a true one but a curated one. In real life, when we look at the mirror, we look exactly what is happening, right? But when we look at the social media, 85% things are curated only, because people are not showing the true side of them. Obviously, you are seeing the highlights of somebody's life, and then you start to compare with those highlights, thinking that that is their real life, that is the reality that they are living. Social media reflects back only to the polished part of our life, the highlight reels, the filter moments, and slowly, without noticing, we have started to live for that mirror. I create content and I'm also the user on the other end. I watch a lot of content. It somehow does affect you. For example, there are people who dress not for the comfort but for the photos. There are people who put so much pressure on themselves to buy things that are out of their budget just because they have seen certain influencer having it or maybe selling it online. People are showing videos of reading books, but they are not reading it, or they are just clicking pictures and putting it online. So all that has become so much loud that we have started to go away from the reality. Basically, we chase engagement and not fulfillment, and that is idea behind the social media platforms. For that purpose, if you ask me, I really like YouTube, because there is this certain sense of stability, especially in the long form videos, because you sit, you listen, and you have that time. There is no constant bombardment of different information. Before social media, when we used to go out, we used to actually sit and eat and enjoy the meal, and now it has become more like go out and click picture of the food, and by the time we actually start to eat, it's mostly cold. You have seen the trends going on. You've seen those tumbler bottles like people are holding in their hands because they have seen some celebrity or influencer having it, and now everybody has it. Even if they have million other bottles at their home, instead of using those bottles, people have bought those tumblers. So this overconsumption and overusing and showing it off and creating this ambience, this atmosphere of buying a lot of things, it is concerning, especially in the world that we are living in because of the global warming. Set aside all of that, I think it creates sense of lack, especially people who are in their teens or early 20s. It is high time that we consider it consciously and start reacting to it consciously. Let's suppose if social media did not exist, you might have worn the same clothes every day without even thinking twice, right? Because that was how it was earlier, right? We used to buy a certain set of clothes and until they were completely worn off, we used to wear them. I'm still like that. I don't like to overbuy clothes. I have a certain set of clothes. I try to invest in good quality clothes so that it lasts longer. I am not somebody who has to buy everything that is on trend. I am very happy about it that it does not affect me that much. But there are certain part of social media that does affect me. That's why I'm making this video. Imagine there is no social media. There will be no pressure because you will not see people buying so many clothes. I've seen one video in which this woman has 1,000,000 products in her bathroom. Every day she uses different body wash. These kind of things are actually concerning. People are crying online and using that as a content to show their emotions. Like real things are happening in their lives. And no shame to people who actually share their real stories, because obviously that gives them strength and sometimes help as well. You know what I'm talking about, people who try to gain followers just by sharing a soap story. I don't know what kind of illusion that we are creating in the world, and what is the future of this world, where are we heading towards. This projection of perfect life and creating this perfect illusion of a perfect life is very, very wrong. High time that we start to do things without showing them. You have a certain kind of content that you want to share, it is okay, but if you're doing everything just for the sake of social media. Recently I watched a reel. There were 3 kids in which one of the kid was lying on the railway track. They had this bet going on, will he survive or not, and he just laid down there, and then train passed over him and they made the reel out of it just for the views. Later on got arrested and questioned and everything. Heights of desire of validation has raised so much. It is very, very important that we take a step back, do things for the sake of doing them. I'm not saying remove social media from your life, but use it for your business, use it to share ideas, use it to share your point of views and do things, but don't make it your life, because I think social media has somewhere become our life and we have stopped living in real life. I also feel sometimes when we go out somewhere and I see a beautiful sunset, instead of enjoying it, I like to take different pictures from different angles so that I can post it online. Now the prompt that I'm going to share with you, if you want you can write it down, if you want you can just pause the video and think about it. What would you do if there was no social media? The things that you're doing right now, would you do those things? And if the answer is yes, that means you are putting the right kind of content out there. You are actually helping people. We were not born to live on this cycle. We were born to actually live real life. We should not be addicted to the apps. We should not be addicted to be seen, to be validated by every other person on the internet. We are here to live. We are here to enjoy the life and actually to do our best to serve the purpose that we are here for. And that purpose will only surface in your life when you have that space to recognize it. With more and more influences, we actually lose it. So you have to decide for yourself. You have to create that certain path for yourself. The noise that is there in the social media, I think we need to consciously block that, because the cost is very high. There is this constant burnout from performance, comparison that leaves us feeling behind, and deep disconnection with our quieter inner self. But it is actually not your fault, because it is designed like that. Now the choice is yours, ours. Like, I am also part of this group. Now we need to choose wisely how much time we want to spend and what kind of content we want to consume and what kind of things that we actually want to buy or not buy. There is still a part of you which is actually really you and which still exists beyond the captions, beyond the filters, beyond the exposure to be productive all the time. Now is the time to start seeing that part of you. Now the question is, how can you do that? Start with journaling. Okay, write down your thoughts in the morning, in the evening, whenever you get time, and just connect with yourself on regular basis. Choose wisely what kind of people are you following on Instagram, what kind of content are you consuming. Try to go as less as possible on the explore page. Use social media for your favor consciously, so you are actually creating a value in other people's life and not taking out sanity from their life. Try to minimize the hours that you spend on social media. First thing that you can do is to never start your day with social media. And if you have important messages in the morning, just look at the messages and then don't jump from that app to the another app. This small step will give you a lot of relaxation. Stop using social media 2 hours before you go to bed. Go out, go for a walk, connect with yourself, meditate, and do things that actually matters to you, not to show it off, not something that is trendy and you should do it. Do it because you enjoy it, do it because you want to do it. The joy of doing things without being looked at is something that cannot be put in words. To go back to yourself, to bring sanity in your life, these are the things that you should do. Again, ask yourself, if social media disappears tomorrow, what would you do? Would you like what you're doing right now? Would you like to live the life that you're living right now, the way you're living it? If the answer is no, this is the right time to switch, change the gear and start doing things that actually matters and spending time in real life doing the real things and using social media as a tool and not making it your life. I hope you liked this deep reflective talk. It was a very important message, not just for you but for me as well. I wanted to record it so that I can come back and watch it whenever I feel like I'm all over the place energetically. I would love to know your point of view, your perspective on this topic. Please share it in comment section. I would love to read. Thank you so much for joining me here today, and I will see you next time in my next video. Take care. Bye bye.